So hello guys, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV video. I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that the Maiden's Rhapsody event is currently ongoing. Now the Maiden's Rhapsody event is a collaboration event with Final Fantasy XI to celebrate, I suppose, the final patch for Final Fantasy XI, which was released on the 11th of the 11th. Now in order to start this event, you go up to the Limsa Limsa upper decks and you speak to Remumu, who is located at X11, Y11. I see a theme going on here. Now she's going to send you to Costa del Sol and you're going to meet up with Eorzea. Now I don't know who Eorzea is. Obviously she's a Final Fantasy XI character, but I didn't play Final Fantasy XI recently. I played Final Fantasy XI when Treasures of At Urgan was out. The level cap was 75. I think it's 99 now. You know, so it was a long time ago I played it, and I didn't play it a lot because it was too hardcore for me. Now once you meet up with Eorzea, you're just going to do a set of quests with her and you're going to help her regain her memory, and you'll see scenes from Final Fantasy XI and stuff. You're going to have to do a couple of fates. Now the spawn rate for the fates seemed to be really often because I arrived and the fate either had just spawned or was maybe only 10% in. So I don't think you're going to have to wait long for the fates, to be honest. So yeah, all you have to do is you travel the 3 city states, you do a couple of fates with her, help her regain her memory, and that's it. This event was kind of weird. It brought back a lot of nostalgic memories for me. It was like the old living music that I used to hear all the time, and it kind of made me want to go back and play Final Fantasy XI, which I'm guessing is the whole concept for this event, is to, you know, go back and play the final patch. I was really getting a bug to install Final Fantasy XI again when we were waiting for patch 3.1. It seemed to be popping up on my YouTube feed quite a lot of YouTubers seemed to be going back to it, and it kind of made me kind of want to go back and play it. Maybe one day I will. I don't even know how long the Final Fantasy XI servers will be around anymore. I think they've like cancelled support for the PS2 and the Xbox 360. So I think you've only got PC left, and there's a mobile game coming out at some point. I don't know, maybe one day I'll go back and play it. I don't think it'll ever go free to play, which is unfortunate because that would probably make me go back and try it if I didn't have to pay another monthly fee on top of that. But I don't know what it is. Like, I didn't play 11 too hardcore, but I miss it. There was something about that game and I can't put my finger on what it was. There's even a joke made in the quest where she says after you fight the crabs that fighting them over and over again, she didn't think that would be good practice, but she could easily do it for days and weeks or something like that. And that's what you done in Final Fantasy XI. You would get a party and you would go to Valkyrie Dunes, I remember, about level 18 or 20 or something like that, and you would just pull crabs over and over again and you would just constantly fight them. Now that sounds incredibly boring, and it kind of was. But for some reason, that's how you met, like, everyone, and you met friends through a leveling party. And it was really strange, it was boring, but you were never in a party, well for me anyway, I was never in a party where no one spoke. You know, it was, I think people were so bored doing these leveling parties that having a joke and a laugh and was the way to pass the time. Because I'm not joking, you would be in a leveling party all day, like a good 5-10 hours, 5 to 10 hours you would be in a leveling party, and you would be expected to be in that party for that time. Like, they wouldn't be happy if you come in for an hour and then disappeared, you know. So yeah, it was a strange game. But I made friends there, but I don't keep in contact with any of them anymore. I actually feel really guilty about this. I've never actually spoke about this. It's just kind of popped into my head now. I'm sure the guy doesn't mind now because it was years ago. But I was in a link shell of Final Fantasy XI. We didn't have free companies. Link shell was your guild, and I was a paladin. I was like level 60 something. I never ever got a city level cap at 75. There was this sword that I really wanted, and there was this other, the leader of the link shell was also a paladin. He said, "Look, mate, I know where to get it. It's a good sword. It'll do you for a good length of time." And me and this guy farmed this sword, and it just would not drop. I don't know if it was like a chest I had to find or an enemy. I can't remember. It was that long ago. I just remember spending hours with this guy trying to get this sword, and it just wasn't happening. And he just said, "Look, here, take mine. Look after it. Don't lose it. I will want it back at some point." And I used this sword for ages, like months. And then I stopped playing, and I never ever gave him that sword back. So I don't even remember. I don't even remember his name. Shit. I never gave him his sword back. And I didn't even say I'm going to stop playing. Like, I don't even know what happened. I just stopped playing Final Fantasy XI. I don't know why. And then I was even after I stopped playing, I was still paying for it. And then I finally said, "What am I doing? I need to cancel that payment." So my character's probably gone. I probably couldn't even get him back. I don't even remember my passwords or anything. So, and I think on Final Fantasy XI they deleted your character if you didn't pay for X amount of time. So I'm guessing my character's gone, that sword's gone, and this guy never got his sword back. And yeah, I feel kind of shit about that. I'm sure I'll live with it, but I'm sure he actually doesn't care or even remember anymore. But yeah, I want to play it. I do want to play Living again. I don't know if I'll ever have the time. I would like to go back one day, just to play it before the servers go down. But I can only imagine me doing that if they take the sub fee off it, and I don't think Square Enix will do that. I think 11 will keep going. There'll be no more patches. It's finished, but I believe it will keep going while it's making money, and then once it starts to bleed money, that is when Square Enix will just decide, right, we're going to just close it. It would be great if they just said, "Look guys, it's finished, we've made our money." It's like the most successful Final Fantasy game ever made. It's like made the most money out of any game. It would be great if they just said, "Look guys, we've made a lot of money in this game, we love this world, we don't want to close it. Here it is, and just for free, let us go in and just play it." I mean, you can do that. I know there's private servers you can go on, which play like an older version of the game where they believe that's where the game was the best. I'm pretty sure it's the Ad Organ kind of era, was where the game was at its best. Well, people believe it was at best. I don't know, I've not played it in years. A lot of people feel it's kind of lost its way a little bit, but yeah, it would be really good just to go back and and take a bunch of friends and go and play it again. But as I say, I don't see that happening unless it goes free to play. But I would. Square Enix, just let us all in, man. Like, just when you've made your money on that game, you should just let us all in eventually, just to go and play it. I would like to go back and just play the story. I hear the story's amazing. I only got as far as, I think I beat the Shadow Lord, which I think was the end boss of the original release. You know, like, no expansion, just the Shadow Lord guy. And that was as far as I got. So I didn't get far at all, which is a shame. Back then it wasn't about the story for me, it was about leveling and getting the best weapons and all that rubbish, and I would just like to go back and explore, because the world was amazing. It was massive. It was amazing. And I think the one thing Final Fantasy XIV doesn't have that 11 did was that exploration. I remember we would all group up in a city, maybe like a team of 4 or 5, just to travel somewhere. And it was a big deal and we'd journey. I feel Final Fantasy XIV is just a bunch of teleport points sometimes. And it takes away from the world they've created, because the world in Final Fantasy XIV is amazing, but you don't really traverse it, you just teleport. Which is very convenient, because sometimes you only have maybe like half an hour to play. You don't want to be spending all that time just getting there. In Final Fantasy XI, you would get a leveling party together, and then like spend an hour just getting to where you're going, and then you would die along the way. You'd have to go back to the beginning. You would de-level, all your gear would fall off because you're then not at the appropriate level to wear it. Do you know what I mean? It sounds like a terrible game. But it was good. I enjoyed my time in it. But if you're in Final Fantasy XIV, do the 11 event. It's really, I felt really sad that I didn't continue playing 11. I mean, when I was watching the scenes that it showed you in the game and the screenshots and the music, I don't know, you felt kind of sad, and it was like you were filled with like nostalgia and sadness that 11's ending. You know, it's like it's always been there, and now it's going to end. It's really sad actually, and I don't think it's going to be around much longer, is the sad thing. But hopefully, one day in the future, after it's shut down, someone could make a private server, the final version of 11, private server, and we can all go and play it for free. That would be amazing, just to play the story, you know? Because it is sad that it's such an iconic MMO, and most likely soon, maybe a year from now, it could be gone. And that's sad, you know? But guys, I'm going to end this video here. I've rambled on for quite a while, and yeah, I miss 11. I do miss it. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment if you're watching this, if you've played 11. Share some of your Final Fantasy XI memories. Let me know, are you going back to play the last patch and finish the story? It would be interesting to know what other people are doing and what memories they have from Final Fantasy XI. But guys, thanks for watching this video. I know my event video is usually quite short, but this one is going to be quite a lengthy one. But guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in another video. Take care.